Ladies and gentlemen, we may have more bad news for the 2023 C8 Stingray and Z06. Is another GM UAW strike coming? Hello everyone and welcome back to Brink of Speed. I want to thank each and every one of you for pressing that play button. I really appreciate you joining me today, and also I want to thank each and every one of you who are part of my thumbs up squad for smashing that thumbs up button right when the video gets started. I can tell you guys are doing that every single time and I really appreciate it. Now if you want to become a part of that wonderful Brink of Speed community, please consider smashing that red subscribe button and the bell for notifications so that you'll be notified when these types of videos come out. Also, if you'd like to help support the channel, I do have a merchandise store that I'll link below in the description, and also you're seeing here how to access it from my YouTube channel. Please help me out and go get yourself one of those brand new BOS logo designs on a shirt. I think you guys are gonna love it. All right, let's go ahead and get into the video. So first of all, I'd just like to say that I, like everyone else, is absolutely starting to wonder what is going on with the GM Bowling Green assembly plant for the Corvette. It seems like one thing after another is hitting them, and this is just yet another thing that I'm going to talk about that could be a really bad break. And I'm not saying it's a bad break for GM. It's going to be a bad break for customers like us. When I talk about this strike that could happen again, just like it did in 2019, I'm going to have a middle ground view here because I don't know who is right and who is wrong, but I do know who is affected. And we, the customers, are affected big time. We have all felt these effects for the entire C8 production process. And I know, just like myself, there are hundreds of thousands of people out there that are super frustrated with this because they just want to get their hands on a new C8. And for all of those out there who have gotten their hands on a C8, like myself, consider yourself blessed and consider yourself very lucky to own a C8 Corvette. But ladies and gentlemen, as you're going to see here on the Mid-Engine Corvette forum, it looks like there is another Bowling Green assembly plant UAW strike that could happen. So that is potentially really bad news for the people out there like us who are patiently waiting to get their 2023 C8 Z06 or 2023 C8 Stingray. So here's the article here. It says Corvette assembly plant workers reject local labor contract and strike is authorized. Now I'm not going to read this all. Basically, I'm going to summarize for you that in 2019, when they came to an agreement, that apparently was a temporary contract. That was not a full-blown long-term contract, if I'm reading this correctly. And there are still things about their contract that the GM employees are not happy with. And they are saying that unless GM fixes these issues that they're not happy with, and by the way, this is 98% of Bowling Green production workers and 97% of its skilled trade workers that are turning down the offer from the plant management right now. And so this is a big deal. This is something that if it happens, which it very well could happen, we are going to probably see at least a month of strikes, if not longer, which if you look back on 2019, they started striking, I believe, in the beginning of October, maybe the end of September. It went on all the way through October, and they were predicting before the strike that they were going to be able to get C8s out at the end of 2019. And they ended up not getting the first C8s out until February of 2020. So it set them back a couple months. And with that in mind, this could really affect the Z06 production, and we all know that it's going to affect not only the Z06 production, but the Stingray production. Now, if we scroll down here, the good news is that GM is still willing to negotiate here. And I'll read you what they say. They say, "We are all disappointed that the UAW Local 2164 voted down the local contract. We will continue to meet with the local union to understand the vote, and we'll continue to negotiate. Our goal is to reach an agreement that benefits employees and positions our business to be competitive as we move forward. So let me just break down a couple other things that this is going to potentially affect. Number one, if there is a strike, then obviously we know that the first effect is going to be the production. Production is going to suffer greatly, and we could have a couple months, if not longer, where we don't have C8 production going on, and then 2023 orders get pushed way back. Number two, if they have the strike and then they come to an agreement, that agreement could be costly for GM, which in turn could raise the price of potentially the Z06. I don't know about the Stingray, but potentially it could raise the price of the Z06. Now, if they don't have a strike and they come to an agreement, it could do the exact same thing, because the agreement could be potentially very expensive for GM. And so either way, I think the customer loses more than anyone else. So that is the newest and latest news from a gentleman by the name of Mitch Talley. Today, it was posted on the Mid-Engine Corvette forum at about 10 a.m. And again, this is potentially devastating news for anybody out there that is waiting on the Stingray or the Z06 for their 2023 model. So let me know in the comments down below. I want to know what it is that's going on here, what the potential for this strike is, if you think it's really going to happen, or if you think that GM will come through on the benefits and whatever agreements you guys are trying to get through. Let us know in the comments down below. I'd really love to know from someone that actually works there. Now, in other news that I just wanted to touch on very briefly, you guys saw the video that I put out on Friday of the Z06 at the track. GM actually sent that video to me personally, and it was an unlisted video, so you cannot go to Chevrolet's YouTube page and see it. However, when I click on it, it takes me directly to Chevrolet's YouTube page because, again, it's unlisted. But there are a lot of rumors out there that that video was released because they are going to release the Nürburgring time very soon to us. So I just wanted to see what everybody thought about that, and I'd love comments down below letting me know if you know anything about that, and if you have some inside information about that, shoot me an email. I'd love to hear from you. But I think we are probably going to hear the Nürburgring time sooner than later, but that's really going to do it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I know it's not good news, but it is still C8 Z06 and Stingray news that I needed to get out to you guys so that you're well informed. If you don't want to miss any of these types of videos, again, please consider joining the Brink of Speed community by smashing that red subscribe button and the bell for notifications when new videos are uploaded. I hope each and every one of you has a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you guys out on the road.